Oh man, what is going on, everybody? So today we're gonna start a new series sort of deal here on the channel. It's been a while since I made a video, but it's gonna be really simple. I'm gonna sit here on my porch, I'm gonna smoke a nice cigar, and we're gonna talk about gear or training or whatever the topic of the day is. So today the topic of the day is going to be red dots, so specifically the Zero Tech red dots here. I've got a couple here we'll talk about, but first, where'd my lighter go? Let's get this stick lighted up. This is dude, I'm gonna butcher this. Divinia? I don't know. See if you can see that. Oh. Got these in a sort of bundle deal at Cigars International. It was like buy 5 packs of 5 for like $100 or something. So yeah. Need to rehumidify my humidor. A little dry. But with all that being said, the reason this video is coming out now is because Zero Tech actually has a new product launch, sort of. Before anybody freaks out, gun is clear. I do have this mat in just for aesthetics. But if you'll notice, it's going to be a Thrive HD, but FDE. So if you're seeing this video, this is out now. Again, it's the same Thrive HD red dot that we all know and love. It's just FDE and it's a green dot. Also, it's multi-reticle. So, just for a little bit of history here, I've been affiliated, quote unquote, with Zero Tech for, man, what is it? Going on 2 years now, almost. And the Thrive HD red dots were one of the first products they actually sent out to me for testing and review. So fair warning there, all these products have been sent out to me free of charge. I'm also now an affiliate with Zero Tech, so if you use my code, use my links, then I do get kickback from that. But other than that, no other money has been exchanged. So one of my first videos was on the Thrive HD red dot, and if you've seen that video, I love them. They're great for the price. I think you can get them for you can get the single dot only for like $159 if you use my code, and they're great. I should be overlaying some footage right now, but on this guy right here, let's see if I can show you. See, it's all torn up to hell. I actually, in that video, I did all sorts of stuff, but the main thing was I took it and I used it to rack the slide off of it was like a 1/4 inch steel plate that you'd shoot, so it was like a C-zone steel. The edges was all jagged and stuff, so I absolutely tore it up, and I apologize. I don't know if you could have seen that on the video, but the glass got chipped, but that's about it. Just the front layer of glass got chipped, and otherwise the red dot continued to work. I've used that same exact red dot from that video all the way to now, including when I got my staccato. I put that one on here, and if you've seen my staccato videos, you'll remember that back in July, I think it was, I had the video where I did the torture test on the staccato. And in that video, I covered this thing in sand, mud, dumped it in water a whole bunch, and the red dot was included in that. The red dot just continued to work. I've had absolutely, positively zero issues. This is the one that I use. It's just worked. Even right now, sitting out here, it still continues to work. It's bright as can be, glass held up, water didn't get into the battery tray or anything, and it's even missing a screw. I don't even know when the screw came out for the battery compartment, but the screw came out at some point, and it just works. So I've got nothing but good things to say about these Thrive HD red dots, except now, if you know anything about the Zero Tets, you'll know they have the single dot only, and they have the multi-reticle. So again, the FDE version is a multi-reticle. As far as I know, it's multi-reticle only. That may be subject to change, but with the multi-reticle, I noticed if you run it on just the single dot only setting, the single dot only is slightly, it's like one setting dimmer than the brightest setting on the single dot only. This is something that I told them about. They heard the feedback. The green dot multi-reticle I got seems to have the same thing going on. So I don't know what's going on there. If you put it on the halo with the single dot, like the Donut of Death reticle, it's just as bright. But if it's a single dot only, it's like a setting lower. I don't know how else to describe it. Which is a problem on a pretty bright day. I know you can't see it out here right now because I'm sitting on my porch, but it's a pretty bright day out here. And if I was out shooting with the sun to my back, you can see the red dot if you're looking for it, but it's definitely not optimal for like a competition setting where you're trying to be fast. So that is the only thing I've noticed with the Zero Touch red dots. The single dot only version has been perfect. I love that thing. I'm partially biased, right, because I'm affiliated and stuff, but I don't think you can get a better red dot for the money. Again, go watch my video on it. The highlights: 50,000 hours battery life, 11 adjustable settings, all the adjustments you need in terms to zero it. I believe it's a 3 MOA single dot, and 50,000 hours battery life on setting, I think it's 6 out of 11 or 7 out of 11. For reference, I've had this thing for almost 2 years. I've had to change the battery once. So, and I just keep it on. You can turn it off completely, which will extend the battery life even further. But yeah, I mean, in that video, I said I'd use these things for competition, obviously, self-defense, defensive handgun, concealed carry. I'd use it all day. I would use it in a duty capacity if my department allowed me to use it. Unfortunately, my department has a policy. We're limited to what red dots we can use on duty, so I can't use it on duty. But if I could, then this would definitely be on my list of red dots I would use. I have other red dots already. You know, I've got a Delta Point Pro on my current duty gun. I've also got an RMR. So, I mean, since I have those, of course, like, why wouldn't I use them? But if I was, like, going into the academy or looking to build out a new gun to carry on duty, maybe a plainclothes gun, undercover gun, then yeah, I mean, $160, like, you can't really go wrong with this. It's been great. Now, in terms of pistol dots, Zero Tech has a couple more. I don't have one of them. It's a micro dot, RMSC footprint, meant for your 43Xs, SID 365s, that kind of a thing. I don't have one of those, unfortunately, but I do have. Don't worry about the scope. I have this guy here, the FDE Halo. So this is also an RMSC footprint. So this can go on your pistols if you want it to. And I haven't done a dedicated video to this guy yet. This is kind of the first time I've mentioned it on the channel. Where's the red dot? There it is. Okay, yep. First time I've mentioned it on the channel. It's been on my Instagram and stuff, but aside from, I've got to be honest, like, aside from the looks, let me see if I can show y'all this thing pretty good. Like, it definitely is a unique shape. But aside from that, it's enclosed, and I mean, this thing, dude, this thing's a tank. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. The glass here is recessed pretty far into the housing, and it's got this like lip right here that kind of extends out. So like, if you were to use this thing on a pistol and use it to rack your slide clear malfunction, whatever, like, it's just not gonna be an issue. Quite frankly, like, it's pretty awesome, and this thing has zero issues with brightness. Like, this thing is bright, man. And like, I haven't even had to change the battery on this thing. This thing has lived on this offset setup since I got it, and it's been pretty close to, if not over a year. I can't remember, to be honest. I'll go back and look at my Instagram when I posted it, but I'll put that on the screen somewhere. But this thing's been cool. It also has, I don't know how applicable this is going to be to people here. On the back side of it, it's got some like raised notches that could act as backup iron sights, your rear sight. So if that's something that does it for you, then there you go. The only thing about this guy that I wish they did was, I wish they gave you an option to did a high mount for it. So with the Thrive HDs, you can get the low mount, which is going to be just like this. It's going to be sitting flush. Or you can get a high mount, which is going to sit, I believe, at an absolute co-witness height, maybe a lower 1/3 height. Don't quote me on that, but you can get a high mount. So if you wanted to put it on a PCC or just run it as the primary optic on a rifle, you could. And I mean, I guess theoretically you could with this, but it's just going to sit really, really, really low. And I'm not even going to lie. I haven't looked, but I'd imagine it'd be kind of awkward finding another mount to put this on that would be higher. I don't know if many people make RMSC footprint rifle mounts. I mean, the T2, the RMR footprints are kind of king for that. So, I don't know. That's something you'd have to look into. My buddy, he uses it on his shotgun. Works great. I've seen people throw these on PCCs and stuff. Also works great. Yeah, I mean, this thing's a tank. It's also, I think they have this, just the FDE version. They have a black and an FDE. I think they have the FDE on sale for like $200 before code, and so then you take 20% off with my code, and it ends up being the same price as the Thrive HD, which is crazy. So yeah, I mean, can't really go wrong. Again, keep your eye out. Go check out. They have this new FDE Thrive HD. Just came out, fresh off the press. It's green dot only, multi-reticle only at this point, I believe. But, like I mentioned earlier, all you got to do is just throw it on the multi-reticle and you should be good to go. I also shoot occluded like 90% of the time when I shoot this gun, because it's primarily my competition gun. So I'm usually shooting occluded in competitions. And that's just a personal thing, but the occluded dot helps me at least pick up the dot faster, even though it is going to be just a little bit dimmer than I would like. But yeah, man, these things are cool. Check them out. If there's any other questions, let me know down in the comments, and yeah, we can continue the conversation there. But I think I've been rambling for quite enough time at this point, so appreciate all y'all checking this out. Make sure to check Zerotech out. Again, it supports the channel. They're great dots. The next video like this will probably be on their scopes, so This is, which one is this? Yeah, this is the 1-8 Vengeance second focal plane. I also have their 1-6, and then I have their 1-10. Which one is that? The Trace ED 1-10, which is a first focal plane. And these are a whole different conversation. So if you're interested in their scopes, let me know. Also, let me know down in the comments what topics you'd like to see me talk about. And we'll sit on the porch, we'll hang out, we'll talk, and hopefully answer some of y'all's questions. So without rambling on too much, guys, appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching the video. Have a good day.